It's all about helping you help yourself when it comes to assets. And I'm at LaTour Asset Management with Josh and Jim. Good to see you guys again. Last time we talked about, I guess you might say, the inevitability of taxes. They move, but you can always count they're gonna go up. It just has to. I think we're gonna talk, if you will, about some of the ways that LaTour Asset Management can help people keep what they want to keep, at least a little more of their hard-earned money. That's what they want. How can you help people at least hold on to a little bit more?
Well, Tom, to start with, I'd like to address kind of a long-running myth in our country.
All right.
And that is that basically tax deferral is where it's at. We've been told that, just defer those taxes till your retirement, you're going to be in a lower tax bracket then, so it's not going to matter.
Yeah.
That's simply not the case.
I think that's a watch phrase. You do hear that thrown around, tax deferral. Deferral doesn't mean you're free and clear, though.
No. Just means you're kicking that can down the road. You're eventually going to have to pay those taxes.
And that can might be a snowball. It just keeps getting bigger the further it rolls.
Well, if you're deferring it, usually, and this is just me, I would say you may be moving into a much higher tax bracket in the future than you might be presently.
That's something that we would very much agree with.
Okay, all right, okay. So, what are some of the ways that people can help themselves in this way with their asset managements?
Well, Tom, we've preached Roth before. We've talked about it. You and I have talked about it.
Sure.
And basically, your IRAs, they've got an infection. They've got debt attached to them. So these taxes, it's an infection and it requires surgery. Roth conversion is that surgery. You're basically taking those taxes out. You're paying them now. Right now, taxes are on sale. We pay them now. In the future, when they go up, you're not going to be affected by it.
Okay, pay now rather than later.
Absolutely.
What about the interest you earn?
That is tax-free. That is where Roth really shines.
Okay, so then a Roth, take the bite now, and it's not going to be such a big bite at the end. Everything after that is gravy.
Yeah, so think about this. Let's say you have $100,000.
Okay.
And you're in the 25% tax bracket, and you want to go ahead and pay those taxes now.
Okay.
Okay? So you're going to end up with $75,000.
Right.
We now have an investment. It grows. Let's say it's there for 7-8 years. It doubles. You have $150,000. Okay. If you left it alone, you had $100,000. It grows to $200,000. You're in the 25% tax bracket. You have $150,000 either way.
Okay.
The issue is, if tax rates go up and we leave it, we now have less money than if we had done the Roth conversion.
And that falls under you can almost count on the fact that taxes are going to be going up. It's
Sure.
going to take a bigger bite out of your total, so to speak.
Yeah, now when you do that Roth conversion, there's something we have to pay attention to.
Okay.
The year that you do that conversion, you have to be able to pay for those taxes out of pocket. Okay?
Okay.
So this is a concern for you need to make sure that you have enough to be able to pay those taxes.
Can you roll things into a Roth IRA, for instance, if you have a 401k or something like that? Can you use that to roll into a Roth?
You can. It's going to depend. If it's within the 401k, it's going to depend on their rules, whether or not they allow you to convert to Roth.
Okay.
But if you're over 59 and a half, you can roll it out into an IRA and then convert it to a Roth.
Okay. So but that's just one way of doing things.
Yes.
The Roth IRA, there are other ways. I know that LaTour Asset Management can help people maintain and accumulate.
Right.
If people want information about all the different ways, to help everyone maintain their wealth, accumulate, how do they get that from you?
Tom, just give us a call. Phone number is 417-886-5724, or go on our website at latourasset.com.
Okay, and I assume people just need to set up an appointment, sit down, and then you'll talk with them.
Absolutely. And we don't charge for those appointments.
See, that's another way to save some money right off the top. LaTour Asset Management.